back on the road this morning, off to France. The Italian driving is tiresome. It's very busy this morning. We're really not enjoying driving these Italian roads whatsoever. So I think it's going to be plenty of stops today. We've got a good 5-hour journey, if not more, ahead of us. So I just think plenty of stops, break it up, it'd be all good. On Lake Garda, we had an absolutely fabulous afternoon yesterday. Went out for dinner. Food never lets us down. It was absolutely beautiful. Campsite, not really sold us seeing. It's the worst one we've stayed on, if we're honest. But that's probably personal preference. It was full of kids. It was full of kids' entertainment, and we thought we'd booked a quiet lake view, lakeside pitch, and actually this turns out into like a kilometre downhill / uphill down to the lake, and the quiet pitch was right next to the children's entertainment. So yeah, we got a perfect view of the lake, but not quite sold as seen. So Lake Garda let us down on the campsite, and we're glad we only stayed there for one night. So a big part of what happens in Italy, it appears there is no space on the roads. Roads are absolutely packed. And people literally just drive at you to be able to get into a lane of traffic. So you don't let them in, you don't create space, they never let you in, they literally just drive at you. So you kind of have to hope for the best a little bit sometimes. Outside of Milan, and it's a bit busy. Turning off to Monza. Just really trying to concentrate on what we're doing. In theory, we just stay on this road. But every now and again, you have to shift over a lane, otherwise you end up heading in totally the wrong direction. So you still have to be pretty alert. So ahead of us, we can just catch a glimpse in the far distance of the Alps. This is going to be the French Alps. On that note, on our way into the Alps, our intended destination tonight is Morzine. It's out of season, it's not summer, it's not winter, so I'm not quite sure what it's going to have to offer. But on our way through, we're going to stop in Chamonix. Catch a glimpse of Mont Blanc is the ideal. Hopefully, it's nice and clear so far, so fingers crossed. So we're coming off the main road, an exciting time, and we're heading to the mountains. So straight on at this one?
Straight on at this one. E25.
Towards Geneva, which is on the signs of Genova. It has been quite confusing where Milan is Milano, what else we had? Turin is Tirano.
Venice was another one. Venice is Venice.
So we'll have an English translation of the country or city, which is a bit strange. So we've stopped at this Italian cafe, thinking Italian, coffee, perfecto, coffee to go. It's in a plastic cup, covered in tin foil.
You have another drink, yeah.
What? Put my shades on. So we're getting back up towards 30 degrees at the bottom of the mountains. We're about an hour and a half away from Chamonix. So that'll be Mont Blanc in front of us.
I believe, yeah.
Still got snow on it. It's just beautiful. Going up towards Mont Blanc, just past the turning for Colmaya. Then another big ski resort. This year's Mont Blanc Tunnel, 11611.
12k.
12k.
12k. Which is, yeah, a few miles. 55.80.
€55.80.
But you do also get some instructions.
says at the top, look, minimum 50, maximum 70. So get your foot down, dog. We're still here. We're still going. We're getting as money's worth.
About halfway now, I think.
Welcome to France.
Got a complete whiteout. There we are.
Welcome to France. Is this our 12th country or 11th country?
It's still the same because we've not been in, and we've not counted going back in and out of others either, so we've done 11 countries altogether.
But we won't be going through any other countries until we get back to the UK, will we? So this is our final country before the UK.
Bit of a steep decline, so.
Winter tyre warning. Between 1st of November and 31st of March here. We went through some earlier and it went up until mid-April. That was much lower. Save a lot of problems. We get the winters and they're prepared for it. So we've just arrived in Chamonix. We've parked up. It's been many of a year since I've been here. Let's go and see what it's got in store. It's a beautiful day. What we found? It's a town map which you turn to show what you want. So how does it work? So we do this. And where's Mont Blanc on the map?
So if you do Mont Blanc
There.
it tells you.
And then there she is. It's busy, isn't it? But why would you want to come to the mountains, I ask? What do you think, Rio? Hey? So we're currently sat in Chamonix just having a drink. The sun is absolutely glorious. It's full of people. It's not too overcrowded. There's people walking around with skis. Serious skiers that are here at this time of year. But it's beautiful. I think it's fair to say Adam's fell in love. What do you think to Chamonix?
It's lovely.
Just lovely?
Yeah.
So we just stood at the bottom where the lift is, where you can get up the lift up to Mont Blanc. Luckily they don't allow dogs. So I've just had an horrendous flashback from a fair few years ago where a group of us went up and I was so scared, it was unbelievable. I sat down in the lift the whole way and then everybody else was big and brave and went up to the top. So well done for, I think it was Adam went, I think everybody else did. So Adam, Gemma, Fowler, Michelle, you all went to the top, but I come to the bottom and I was as white as a ghost. I think I were into drinking then, so I drank a lot that afternoon and felt terrible. But kind of a good memory in a way. But yeah, it still is beautiful. So what are you having? Beer? I'm having iced tea. Cucumber. Oh right, yeah, that looks. That's the Franklin one. So. What are you having to eat?
Burger.
I'm gonna have the chicken burger.
What are we doing, half and half then, I'm presuming?
I'm happy to share. One of my all-time favourites. A bit of iced tea. What you got, Adam?
2 weeks in the van in your company and beer.
But we're still alive.
Still alive.
We've not killed each other. Have we?
No minor or superficial wounds out of it. So
yeah. But he's on the beer. What we done to him? I blame Rio. These look like tasty burgers. Just leaving Chamonix, listening to Tom Dib all the way. Chamonix. I think it's just as beautiful as I ever remember. We've had a really nice day out. We've had some beautiful food. Still not the cheapest place to be, but let's be fair, it's one of the nicest places in the world to be, so don't mind so much. You liked it and all that, didn't you?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, beautiful. So we're on the road again, and our next stop is going to be Morzine. So I'm thinking Morzine may not be as busy. There's not as much going on, but we're just going to go there and we're going to chill out for a few days until our last journey up France back before we decide we're going home. But we'll not talk about that day just yet. So we're 2 weeks in now. We've covered some mileage, we're still smiling, and it's another beautiful day. We've woke up in Morzine this morning. We'll see what today's got in store. Landed in Morzine late on last night. Nothing here is open. Season closed around 2 weeks ago for the winter season. Randomly they don't do anything for spring, and it gets ready to be a vibrant place ready for summer for the mountain biking. I just can't believe such a perfect place for a spring bank holiday is on shutdown. But it does mean that there's not very many people around, apart from some locals. So hopefully we'll have a nice relaxing time. Here's to the Alps. So we're out and about in Morzine today. I think it's fair to say the snow is definitely on the big melt, but there's still some up there that's making its way down. But the waterfalls, the rivers are pretty fast flowing. So we're out walking. It's about 30 degrees today. I understand it's quite warm back at home as well. If the news reports are right, then it's like going to be the hottest day on record for the 1st of May. So what's it like where you are is my question. This is where we currently are. What's your thoughts so far, Ad?
Good.
It's
nice
good.
Quiet as well.
It is really quiet. We've seen like 2 or 3 people walking. We're on a river walk. It's pretty well signposted as well, isn't it?
Seems to be so far.
Yeah. So there's signposts. I'm going to walk down the river, cross over a bridge, admire the mountains, and admire the water coming off the mountains, really. So yeah, it's good. Okay. and cold. One of the most refreshing feelings. Snow melt water. Beautiful. What do you think, Rio? What do you think? Oh, showing us his bum. Dad and lad playing in the river. Rio, is that the sign of an happy yogi? What is it? Happy, happy, happy. Everyone can hear you whispering. So these last few days are all about chilling out for us. Being in some surroundings, not very many people, enjoying the outdoors, enjoying being together and enjoying each other's company. And what a perfect place to do it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here they are. So we've walked down one side of the river and then we've walked over the bridge and now we're walking back up the other side. The views are just absolutely amazing. And the weather is glorious. As you can see, it's very busy as well. Just like a day in the Peak District today, I guess. Bonjour. What do you think about the bridge, Ad?
Yeah, it's very high.
It's very high.
Very high. It's okay if you look straight forward.
You alright, Rio? So we've come out to a cafe. There's not many open, but this one is. It looks pretty cool. It's called the Solide Cafe. Let's see what they've got in order for us. So we've gone for iced tea, cortado, iced tea, and a flat white. What we got, Adam? Pancakes with fruit and cream. Nice. Looks good. So we're on the flat white. On the lemonade. What's the lemonade like, Adam?
Amazing.
Is it just lemonade? Handmade lemonade?
I believe so.
I've just had a little slurp. It does taste pretty nice. And the iced tea. What you researching?
Just things.
How are we going to make some iced tea?
That was one of the things, yeah.
A trip to the supermarket.
A trip to the supermarket.
We're walking down the busy streets of Morzine. Going to look for the party nightlife. It might be where that chap's going to land. There's a paraglider up above. What you got, Adam?
Le Beef, not the roast beef.
And I went for salmon. So I've just got some gel candles for dinner. That's to toast your bread on.
Yeah.
So we've come out for this amazing French dinner, and as you can see, struggling with hay fever again. Smashing. What are you looking at, Rio? See, Mum, one time there was a bird, and it was over there. So now I'm just keeping watch. And there's some water there, so I'd like to go and play in that maybe. So then we get this delivered with a plate of raw meat.
That's fine. This is your one, isn't it?
Green salad for me, of course. Whose are the chips?
You can share the chips.
We can share them. I didn't think we were supposed to be cooking tonight.
We are cooking, but we don't have to take any mess.
Chicken licking. Now we're cooking some duck. What else is left, Dad?
Beef. The best.
What's it like?
Very good.
Tasty, tasty.
Yeah.
What's on the griddle?
Duck and beef.
Duck and beef.
Duck and beef.
Yeah. Last bit. Did you get your seal of approval? Was it nice? Yeah, they were nice. Look who makes the salt shaker. Who's you? That was beautiful. Mr. Adam,
Yes.
how was your dinner?
Beautiful.
Not our cheapest meal, but definitely one of our best meals. So we're off this morning bright and early. We're off to the vets to get Rio's worming and passport stamped, ready for him to be classed as fit to travel to return back to England. So €57 lighter, one worming pill, and well, 1.5 because he's a big lad. And we're done, so we're free to travel back to England.